Chapter 1. Father Knows Best. We fell, and we fell, and we fell. Then suddenly, we landed. I no longer expected to be in Michigan. The final puzzle piece had fit into the cover perfectly. But I had no idea where we would be instead. And I certainly had no idea when. I had landed on a big pile of hay inside a barn. To my right, an orange-setting sun was streaming the last light of the day through the barn window. I followed the rays down to the bottom of the haystack, where Toad had rolled all the way down. Henry was to my left, stuck headfirst in the hay, his legs sticking out and wiggling about. Somehow, I could hear his muffled voice screaming, "You've got to be kidding me." I laughed. Then Toad climbed up the big haystack, and together we pulled Henry out. He was spitting bits of hay out of his mouth. "Hey," Henry said. "I'm eating hay." "Least it's not maggots," I said. "Those maggot jokes sure never get old," Henry said. "Where are we this time?" The book was sitting on the hay a few feet from us. I picked it up and squinted, but the light inside the barn was fading so quickly now, I couldn't make out the shape on the cover. "I need more light," I said. "Let's go outside." We climbed down the haystack and walked through the open barn door. A man on a horse rode by on a dirt street. I looked both ways. There were several homes and buildings, a mixture of wood and stone and some brick, but not modern in any sense. They were old. Wherever and whenever we were, it was a long time ago. "This doesn't look like the Upper East Side," said Henry, spitting another bit of hay from his mouth. I looked down at the cover. The sun's glow was gone, but the moonlight allowed me to just barely make out the shape, and I traced it with my finger. It was familiar, but I wasn't sure which state it was. That's when Toad made a noise that sounded like the air leaving a balloon. I snapped my head his way, but he was already running. "Toad, come back!" I yelled. He was running toward a shadowy figure that had just appeared to our left, no more than 20 feet away. I took off after him. "Toad, come back!" I yelled again. But somehow, some way, Toad was actually faster than me on this day, and before I could reach him, the shadowy figure had scooped him up. Toad began to cry, and as I approached the figure, I understood what was going on.